Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rafe West. I've been meaning to give you guys some more questions to make your conversations and everything more interesting. So I got some more questions for you guys. You can ask someone, what's the smartest decision you've ever made? Very few things move the needle. Very few things move the needle of your life. But what's the smartest decision you've made? That's a hard question because some people are going to say this or that, but my quick answer is your social circle and who you let in, and who you pick as a partner. That also goes with like reading people and who you let in, right? So, anyway, another question that's interesting is, would you shoot a burglar? You know, I'm cooling out right here. If a burglar came up in here, I'm alone. Would you shoot a burglar? Gets you thinking, and would you actually do that? Um, so, yeah, these are just some questions in bed. Another one is, would you rather be the richest person in the world or the president? Now, with this president we have now, he's always fighting with the media. Is that worth it, or could you do more good as being the richest person in the world? So you got that. Um, some other questions. This is a tough one, especially for us men. Do you remember who taught you the birds and the bees? Some men can't even answer that because they never had someone teach them the birds and the bees. So for a lot of men, that's going to be, I don't know, or they don't even know how they got introduced to that in the first place, the birds and the bees. So that's a good question for guys. A lot of guys are going to really be thinking hard and saying, I don't know. Let me think of another question that you can ask people. Once again, this is part of my questions segment. Questions to make, you more interesting, your conversations more intriguing, more interesting, more captivating. So, another question could be, um, let me think here. What about what about if you want to get a little personal? Have you ever been audited by the IRS? These are things people don't really ask or talk about. And, you don't have, if they don't want to get that personal on that one, it's a good question to make people think and you learn from them how they handle their stuff and things like that. And I'll try and leave you guys with one more. One more good question you can ask people is, what about this one? This is kind of a fun one. Would you rather have X-ray vision or read minds? Some people would say X-ray vision. You know what you guys could see with that. And some people would say read minds. I want to look into the future and see what's going to happen with A, B, or C. Or know what the person's next move is going to make. Things like that. So those are some questions in another segment here on questions with Rafi West. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you use some of these. Try some of these. Use them. They bring out good conversations, and you kind of know it's a really good question when people get stuck. You know, um, Ask a guy, do you remember when or who told you about the birds and the bees, you know. Anyway, there's some more questions to put in your repertoire. This is Rafe West. It's always good to start with great questions because questions are the answer. All right, everybody. Peace.